What's up, guys? I have a really good video that I think will start a interesting dialogue. So let's check this out.
It should be required that every couple who is in a stay-at-home parent and working parent situation change places for 2 weeks every single year. We are on day 4 of me now being the breadwinner and my husband being the stay-at-home dad. The insight that it has given me has been mind-blowing and so incredibly helpful. It's stressful being the one that has to make money. The fact that it's like all on me, that I would ask my husband while he was working, like, just don't go to work. Like, just call in sick. Come and hang out with me. And he never would because he had stuff to do and deadlines. And I was like, boo. Well, today he was running a bunch of errands and he was like, you should come with me. And I was like, I can't. I have to work. I have deadlines. I have things that I absolutely have to do that, like, people are counting on me to do. And he was like, just don't. Just stay here with me. Don't go into work. And I was like, touche. Touche. Those insights aren't as surprising to me as the insights that I have gathered about being a stay-at-home parent. When I was a stay-at-home parent, I was so stressed out about my obligations to like the chores and the cleaning and the laundry. And I felt like a complete failure when those things didn't get done. And I felt, even though my husband never voices and never felt this, I felt that like he thought poorly of me of like, what the hell is Sharon doing that she can't get all this shit done? But guess what? I walked into the kitchen today and it was a total mess. And not one time did I think, what the hell is my husband doing all day? He was doing laundry and making me lunch and making the kids lunch and running errands. He has shit to do. He didn't have time to do the kitchen. But as a stay-at-home mom, I thought that if my husband had to do those things, like I was a failure. Stay-at-home moms are way too hard on themselves. Way, way too hard on themselves. It should be required that
I think this right here is a video that is perfect. That it breaks a lot of women's preconceptions or this rhetoric ideology of that comes around with the whole men go to work thing and women stay home shit, where women constantly downplay men that provide, and they constantly overplay women that stay at home, right? Constantly. And they, this is a thing where I always think that a lot of women are using these kind of ideology to disparage men, to pretty much destroy traditional values, destroy men, take away accountability. Okay? The problem a lot of times is that you or women, you choose a bad man. You choose the bad man. Plain and simple. It's like you see it with everything. The single moms, the women that are in terrible marriages, all these things. You chose a bad man. Okay? Sad as it may, right? You chose a bad man. That's why, the whole saying is choose better. It's meaningful. How about take it serious who you want to spend the rest of your life with? Take it seriously. So let's break it down a bit.
every couple who is in a stay-at-home parent and working parent situation change.
And here's the thing, right? In my personal opinion, having a stay-at-home partner is a luxury. It's a luxury that most people, modern day people, average people cannot and should not afford. You both should be working. In my opinion, in my honest opinion, you both should be working. You both should be contributing to the household. You both should be contributing to the child care. Because here's the thing. We have so many women that insult men that, all you do is provide. You neglect the housework. You neglect children care. Okay, fine. That's why, you know what? The consequences of those rhetoric is, you know what? Average people, most people, you should do 50-50 everything. Everything is 50-50. Okay? No more shit. No more talking about, he's all he does is provide. All he does is provide. He neglect kids. Okay. Done with that talk. 50-50 everything. You can't say shit. Okay? You can't say, he doesn't let me pursue my career. Okay, go ahead. Pursue your career. Contribute to the household. He doesn't take care of the kids. Okay. Boom. 50-50. We're both contributing to the child care. He doesn't do the chores and all this stuff. Okay, we're both doing the dishes. We're both possibly cooking. We're both doing the yard work. We're both doing car work, right? Everything 50-50. Because the bullshit that women do is always ignore men's contributions and overplay their own. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that. So that's why there honestly it's a revolution where you know what? You will get 50-50 everything. Everything is like equal. Completely equal. You complain about it so much, you'll get it. You'll get the equality that you so much want. No more being treated like special. No more special treatment.
Places for 2 weeks every single year. We are on day 4 of me now being the breadwinner and my husband being the stay-at-home dad. The insight that it has given me has been mind-blowing and so incredibly helpful. It's stressful being the one that has to make money. The fact that it's like all on me, that I would ask my husband while he was.
This is the thing, right? It seems like, honestly, it seems like women never been an adult. I mean, like, you see it, like, if you even listen to social media, you see it constantly. Constantly by women, okay? Complaining, oh my God, it's so hard. Working is so hard. It's so stressful. I complain about my boss. I complain about my coworkers. I complain about, like, customers. Constant complaints about working. Having to contribute 100% to your responsibilities. Women constantly complain about that shit. And then, okay, when men now take up that responsibility, take away that adult responsibility of all your bills, of all your financial problems. Women now make men feel less. They downplay that contribution. When, in fact, when they're single, they know how shitty it is to provide for yourself 100%. They know it's shitty. They know it's stressful. It's mentally taxing. It's physically taxing. It's emotionally taxing. They know it. Yet when a man does it for them, right? Take away those adult responsibilities, those problems, those stress. They find complaints. They find complaints. Oh, you're not, you know what? You're neglecting me. You don't care about me. You're neglecting kids. You're doing this and that. You're not doing enough. You're not doing enough. That's why I said 50-50. Because this is the thing where women are so blinded by their selfishness. Because here's the thing. Here's the insanity. Men going out to work, providing for his family, taking on the burden, the stress, okay, of providing for the family, the burdens, the stress of the taxation of emotional, physical, mental, all these things, for her to what? Do something that, you know what, she created, like taking care of the children. Like the absolute audacity, like to make it seem like loving you, taking care of kids you love, right? Doing something that you love, right? Nurturing a child, right? Complaining about nurturing a child, something that you created, something that you love, something, all that shit. Complaining about that is not equal to doing a job you don't want to do, but you have to do. Have to do it. You don't want to do it. You have to do it to provide for that woman and the child she is nurturing. And what else? Cooking and cleaning. You cook and clean. You're an adult, right? The small adult responsibilities you should do. You complain about that. Imagine the single woman, or imagine the woman that divorced, single woman, or whatever. They will have to do cooking and cleaning regardless. And here's the thing. Here's the crazy thing. No man is asking you to cook 24/7 every single day. No man is. We're going to talk about this, right? No man is asking you to have the house spotless every single day. It's nice. It's great. It's cool. But seriously, how men live, just keep it okay, right? Keep it livable. That's it. It's like, so it doesn't look like a horror house. But that's it. No man is asking you to keep that house spotless from every corner of the house. Have a 5-course dinner every single day. No. Hell, we can do takeout some days. We can do something like something put in the oven, something quick. It's like, seriously, men are. We're going to talk about this again, but no man is asking for women to go crazy, right? So that's the thing where I honestly like, a lot of women in particular are just miserable. Miserable. They have let the whole idea of misogyny, patriarchy, the shit with patriarchy, all that shit, have poisoned their brain. And that's why I think a lot of women just really don't deserve the luxury of being a stay-at-home mom. They don't. They really don't. Stay-at-home wife, they don't deserve the luxury. They don't even, honestly, they don't even deserve the luxury of like being married. I honestly don't believe that. So let's continue.
Working, like, just don't go to work, like, just call in sick, come and hang out with me. And he never would because he had stuff to do and deadlines. And I was like, boo. Well, today he was running a bunch of errands and he was like, you should come with me. And I was like, I can't. I have to work. I have deadlines. I have things that I absolutely have to do that like people are counting on me to do. And he was like, just don't. Just stay with me. Don't go into work. And I was like,
That's the thing, right? It's like women think men rather go to work instead of staying with the woman they love, right? Spending time with the woman they love and maybe the child that they love, right? If they have a child, with the child they love. Men in general aren't like dying to go to work and not spend time, right? Loving time with their partner and their kids. No. Honestly, it's a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice men are doing for them. Yet women can't understand it. And sometimes they can't even be faithful for it. Okay? How many times men get cheated because, you know what? Oh, you don't give me enough time. Really? Really? I don't give you enough time. How about, you know what? How about I sacrifice the trips you go on? The clothes you can buy, the purses you want, the jewelry you want, the girls trip, the pedicures, the manicures, the whatever. How about I sacrifice all that and spend time with you, right? How about I do that? No, you gave me a certain lifestyle. I want this lifestyle, but I also want you to spend. Seriously, you can't have it all. Stop. It's like, this is the thing where it's just insane that, you know what? Women seem to not ever look past themselves. They can't. I honestly believe it's like, and great for this woman, right? Who really, this is like high level thinking in the sense that you're doing this effort. But honestly, most women, in my opinion, they can't look past themselves. They can't look past their own viewpoint. It's always what they see. It's always what they feel. Nothing beyond that. They don't care what a man's feel. They don't care the perspective of a man. They don't care about anything besides themselves. And that's contributes to the selfishness, the utter selfishness of a lot of women. Okay? In my opinion, men have, for the longest, I don't know, since the dawn of time, would sacrifice themselves for the women, for the people they love, while women will sacrifice the people around themselves for the love of their own selves, in my opinion. But you know what? Especially now.
Touche. Those insights aren't as surprising to me as the insights that I have gathered about being a stay-at-home parent. When I was a stay-at-home parent, I was so stressed out about my obligations to like the chores and the cleaning and the laundry. And I felt like a complete failure when those things didn't get done. And I felt, even though my husband never voices and never felt this, I felt that like he thought poorly of me, of like, what the hell is Sharon doing that she can't get all this shit done? But guess what? I walked into the kitchen today and it was a total mess. And not one time did I think, what the hell is my husband doing all day? He was doing laundry and making me lunch and making the kids lunch and running errands. He has shit to do. He didn't have time to do the kitchen. But as a stay-at-home mom, I thought that if my husband had to do those things, like I was a failure. Stay-at-home moms are way too hard on themselves. Way too hard.
Like I said, it's like, this is the thing. This is the problem. She's pretty much clarifying women are control freaks. And I've been there. I've been there dating my last ex. Absolute control freak. Has to be her way or the highway. Absolute control freak. It was nice. It was cool where she really tried to keep things immaculately clean, right? Tidy, so clean. That's cool and all, right? But there's a point where women like that, right? And no one's asking. No one's forcing. No one's asking her to do that. It's cool that you want to do that. But this is a thing where when you constantly do that, you are going to drive yourself insane. And then here's the thing, right? Let's say, when the husband, who's not asking you to go crazy cleaning, but you know what, he put his drawers on the floor, you will go crazy because of your control freakness, right? It's like, no, how could you do that? How could you do that? How could you do that? Seriously, it's not that big of a deal. Things are not going to just live on the floor forever, right? Yes, you put it on the floor, you will eventually pick it up or put it in the laundry. It's like, take it easy. This is the thing where difference between men and women. Men usually go with the flow. Things will get clean. Men in general are not desiring to live in a hoarder house. They're not. Like, they're not going to put a drawer on the floor, then put another one, then put another one, then put another one, and forever it will stay. No, right? No. To men, it's like, okay, you know what? I'm almost running out of drawer. Take it all, put it in the laundry. Done. It's not that serious. It's not the end of the world. Okay? Yes, marriage, men would want a woman to be a helpmate. Do it. If you want, if you're helpful, do it. If you're not, it's not the end of the world. Okay? Things will eventually get done. And it doesn't have to get done right away. Okay? This is the thing, we're partners, we're helpmates. Okay? If I'm focusing, working, trying to provide, you didn't finish washing the drawers. Okay, cool. I'm not crying about it. It's not the end of the world. But you know what? Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, you get to it. Boom. Okay, awesome, cool. Problem? I mean, there's no problem. That's the thing. That's the thing where a lot of times women are control freaks. You see it with so many of these videos where women shame men. Oh, look at that. He just threw things on the floor. And not, it's like, seriously. And this is the thing, right? Where that's why it's like, you know what? You have a problem with it? How about you work? You work and I'll take care of the home. I'll take care of the home. Then I'll control, right? I'll control the household. And things will eventually get done. Here's the thing with a lot of women, where it's the problem where they're the control freaks. It needs to get done when they want it to get done. But here's the problem, okay? One, you are two separate people. It's not two people sharing one brain. No, that's not how it works. Stop thinking, like a lot of women, stop thinking that, like, you know what, the partner you want needs to change for them to be how you want them to be. Right? Stop thinking that, you know what, this individual person needs to think exactly like you. Needs to feel, need to have the same perspective, same opinions, same feelings, same actions as you. That's ridiculousness. They are their own individual person. Okay? For men, they will get things done. Right? I mean, I know other single men too. We're not living in pigsties. We're not living with clothes piled all the way up to the top of the roof. No. And we're not living with, dishes piled. It's going to get done. Things will get done. Right? Not on your time schedule, but you know what? So what? Stop having a time schedule for every freaking thing. Okay? Things don't need to get done. It's like, that's the thing with housework. There's no deadline. There's really no deadline, okay? Not necessarily. I mean, like, if you have dishes in the sink for a couple months, okay. A little bit ridiculous, but that's not necessarily a deadline. It's like, you know what? You're running out of dishes, so you got to get that done, okay? But it's not a deadline. It's not like your boss is going to fire you for not doing it. This is the thing where, yes, she said at the end, stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home women, right? Stay-at-home wives, whatever. they are putting the stress on themselves because they are control freaks. So they're not also putting the restrictions or that controlling feeling on other people. Yes, they're putting it on themselves needlessly. And all that is just, it makes for a toxic environment. It makes for a toxic marriage. Where this right here is a great perspective she's gained by doing this experiment. But it doesn't need to, right? This experiment doesn't need to happen because again, it should be logical. It's not that big of a deal. This is the thing where so much is based on emotion. So much is based on you women want control. Okay? They want control. And that's needless. Stop it. Absolutely stop it. But I think this is a great video, a great perspective, right? Where she's talking about things that, you know what, this is a lot of problem with modern day dating, modern day relationships. Honestly, it's like the whole control, the whole selfishness. That's why I think it's like a lot of things is at the end of the day, it's women. It is women. So, and here's the thing, right? If you have a man that's expects you, it has to be clean every day, meals, then you know what? That is a toxic man, in my opinion, because that's not needed, right? It's really not needed. Because here's the thing. I mean, here's the right. Unless before you married him, when he was living on his own and he was like drill sergeant kind of shit, right? Where everything is like in order, then okay. But again, you should know who you're marrying. It's like this is the thing with women. Stop expecting change. Stop it. Stop it. Know who you're marrying. Right? If he was a clean freak, control freak, and whatever, like things are in order, things happen when they should happen, he should always have been that. It doesn't change like that, in my opinion. But you know, you just gotta know who you're marrying. So, but I think it was a really, really interesting video. And this kind of video, it breaks a lot of women's ideology, a lot of women's talking points, just shatters it. Because you can see in the comment sections and or other videos, stay-at-home dads, they have it really easy. A lot of times, I'm not saying all, right? They make it look really easy, and they do really easy. Just like she said, like he doesn't need everything has to be done that day. No, let's take it easy, right? Take it easy. The kitchen is not like in shambles, or the kitchen is not like a hoarder's kitchen, right? We could clean it tomorrow. No big deal, right? That's the thing where men make it look simple, make it look easy because it should be. It shouldn't be so hard. You shouldn't be stressing like it's an actual work, like it's an actual job, right? It's just an adult responsibility. But adult responsibility, you know, certain adult responsibilities you can take your time on. You don't have to stress yourself over it. So yeah, what do you guys think? I think it was a honestly good video because it hit a lot of talking points that women have and it shatters them, in my opinion.